Hey there, top-tier candidates. Welcome to this explainer detailing exactly why you should bring your, exceptional talents over to our groundbreaking dynamic agency. We are the Bureaucratic Overhead Administration, a highly specialized branch where standard procedures are completely reimagined. Now, if you're looking for a predictable, boring corporate environment, you might want to look away. But if you thrive in a workplace that tests your sheer endurance, defies all logic, and keeps you constantly on your toes, you have definitely found your new home.
So what's on the itinerary for today? We're going to cover your new dream office, our innovative data methods, meet your dynamic team, look at leadership and daily guidance, and wrap up with your rewarding career path. Let's just dive right in.
Your new dream office, where agility officially meets sunlight.
We firmly believe that a stagnant employee is an unproductive employee. Because of that, our physical workspace is a cutting-edge environment totally engineered to make sure you never ever get too comfortable. Picture blinding, harsh sunlight pouring right onto the main floor. We literally consider this a wellness initiative. It enhances your natural photosynthesis and guarantees you are fully awake, mostly because you have to squint so hard just to see your monitor. Oh, and those low-buzzing automated drones flying overhead? That's just our incredibly helpful delivery system, making sure your daily tracking sheets are dropped right into your lap, so you never miss a beat.
Speaking of tracking sheets, you're going to love our 100 columns of fun spreadsheets. I mean, why rely on standard, easy-to-use digital tickets when you can manually log every single second of your day across an endlessly expanding horizontal grid? And here's the absolute best part. These sheets are packed with so many hidden heavy formulas that they will inevitably freeze your computer. We actually pitch this as a highly sought-after corporate perk. Boom! A mandatory 20-minute meditative screen freezing break right in the middle of your coding session. All right, moving to Section 2, our innovative data methods, keeping you guessing. To keep everyone's memory as sharp as possible, our pioneering filing systems make sure nothing stays in the same place for long. We call our flagship method Schema Roulette. It's essentially a fun, mandatory game for the entire team. Every 23 days, management randomly picks a new digital folder, tosses all your standard work list inside, and forces the whole staff to use completely new, secret nicknames to find them. Just when you memorize where your daily files are, surprise, we spin the wheel, and you get to go hunting all over again. Now let's talk about our famous old bayification process. When organizing location data for our public websites, we don't just use standard, unique 5-digit location codes. No way, that's way too easy. Instead, we break the code apart, totally deport the first 2 digits, and then aggressively clone the remaining ones into duplicate fields, just to add a little Maryland flair. Sure, it completely duplicates our work, but as our leadership loves to say, 2 is always better than 1.
And if you think a standard work list is enough, well, think again. Why settle for a clean, easy-to-read checklist when you can have our middle manager's glorious 800-column activity task list? It's this massive, sprawling document that absolutely nobody asks for and, frankly, nobody uses. But the sheer existence of 800 columns? That proves just how incredibly robust our data potential truly is.
Section 3. Meet your dynamic team. Collaboration at its absolute finest.
An agency is only as strong as its people, right? And you will be collaborating with a truly diverse cast of characters. The stark contrast in daily workloads across our floor is honestly something to marvel at. Take Robert, for example. He's a highly competent developer, basically the logical anchor of the office, handling major file migrations and putting out fires. Contrast him with his supervisor, U2. U2's primary operational workflow consists of mindlessly clicking his mouse during shared screen meetings to appear busy and famously yawning incredibly loudly right into the microphone. It is a beautiful balance of extreme productivity and absolute unapologetic boredom.
Then there's Megalith. She's a powerhouse builder who single-handedly constructs critical document upload features that keep the whole agency running. On the flip side, we have Snotty. Snotty was hired as a senior consultant, but his primary contribution is blaring his headphones for everyone to hear, browsing luxury real estate online, and successfully completing exactly 0 digital forms over the span of 5 entire months. Management, naturally, blames Megalith for this.
Now, let me introduce you to Chevron, our proactive master of digital documents. What you really need to take away from this is his unbelievable work ethic. When assigned a massive pile of standard documents to convert, Chevron actually logged on during his Saturday off and knocked out all 43 conversions in just 2 hours. His reward? Management completely ignored his finished work for months, falsely claimed in meetings that he hadn't even started, and eventually reassigned the exact same task to unpaid interns. Definitely keeps him humble.
Oh, and here is Reverie Wonder, our tallest employee, standing at a towering 7'9". Reverie gets to experience the absolute thrill of our agile project management firsthand. His main role is doing all the heavy lifting on major applications, only to be abruptly yanked off the project mere weeks before the launch date. He's then told to write a report on what he did and explicitly ordered to stop helping. It just keeps the suspense so high right up to the finish line.
Section 4. Leadership and Daily Guidance. Existential Agility.
This right here is the beating heart of our operation. The brilliant, completely reality-bending guidance provided daily by our pointy-haired manager, or PHM for short. Imagine you're typing important data into a spreadsheet, and suddenly, management randomly shifts the rows out from under your cursor so you type in the wrong place. When you complain, you're met with this official corporate excuse. We didn't disrupt your workflow, we injected real-time organizational gravity. It literally forces a panic-driven reflex drill to make sure you're paying attention. Static data is dead data, folks.
To ensure your cognitive bandwidth remains fully fluid, management provides our disruptive scheduling perks. You will receive meeting invites 5 minutes after the meeting has already started, making you look instantly late. You'll be dropped into empty ghost meeting links. And my personal favorite, what starts as a quick 15-minute morning sync will magically morph into an 80-hour marathon working session of pure, unadulterated managerial monologues.
Let me explain the Gopon Prashikshan Protocol, a really prime example of our structure of chaos for new interns. Day 1, we assign them vital work. Day 10, we intentionally ensure their system access breaks every single morning. Day 18, when the developers actually try to permanently fix the access, management explicitly blocks the fix and tells everyone to just work on something else. And by day 22, we fire the interns because they fell asleep waiting for the system to load. It is a flawlessly executed cycle of managed failure.
We also absolutely refuse to take the easy way out. When we were tasked with uploading paper documents to our new web platform, do we use the vendor's perfectly functioning built-in drag-and-drop feature? Absolutely not. Management completely ignored it, built a totally broken custom system that makes the documents unsearchable, intentionally excluded our in-house experts from all the meetings, and then blamed the developers when users couldn't find their files. That is job security at its finest.
Finally, Section 5. Your rewarding career path. Failing upwards.
Let's map out the incredibly rewarding career trajectories available to you once you successfully integrate into our agency. The sky is genuinely the limit here, and you essentially have 2 distinct paths. You can stay hands-on as an individual contributor on the main floor, absorbing all that window glare and doing all the actual coding and fixing. Or you can aim for the management track up in the loft suite. Up there, you get to securely ignore user support tickets, leave a streaming service running on the TV all day, and hoard 290 gigabytes of completely unused data on the server just to make your metrics look aggressive.
If you reach those top executive levels, your responsibilities become truly awe-inspiring. You get to demand that IT magically change the global server date to bypass an expired software license simply because you forgot to renew it. You get to force end users to rely on your broken customized tables instead of the actual data they asked for. Oh, and sending totally empty progress reports to HR? In our agency, a complete lack of technical knowledge isn't a weakness, it's a glorious shield of executive invincibility.
So, the crucial point really boils down to this. Do you have the sheer endurance, the unwavering patience, and the profound sense of irony required to survive this corporate utopia? Are you ready to embrace the chaos, log your hours in a crashing 100-column spreadsheet, and really take one for the team? If so, the Bureaucratic Overhead Administration is eagerly waiting for your application. Good luck out there!